crucial role and the important topic of the day of seminar on wealth creation through financial planning. In a country as a diverse, a dynamic of India, achieving a financial security and prosperity is a goal shared by the many investors. Today, we will explore the strategic and tools that can be helped to navigate the complex world of the finance and the investors. From setting a clear financial goal to understand the powers of computing, we will deliver the fundamental financial planning and acquiring some knowledge. In rapid changes of the economic landscape, being formed and making a well-informed discussion and paramount. We will discuss the importance of staying updated, a market trend, and being adaptable and sizable opportunities. Furthermore, we emphasize the significance of risk management and diversifications and to protect our hard-earned wealth. Remember, it is not just but making money, but also a preserve it. Lastly, let's not forget the role of technology and a digital platform democratizing across the financial services. We will explore the technology can empower even a most novice investors. Together, we aim to equip our Indian investors with the knowledge and the strategic needs to embark on a journey of towards the financial independence and security. Let's start the journey together may lead to a prosperous and future for all. Thank you. Let me make the most of this insightful webinar. This is the nutshell of the inaugural speech. The following schedules to be program I will dictate. And then welcome address followed by a theme of speech and interaction session 5 to 10 minutes. Then vote of thanks. That's what I conclude my speech. Over to Dr. Geeta, our welcome address.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Respected principal, respected chief guest, adored professors, and our lovely participants. Good afternoon to all. I'm here to welcome you all for this special webinar event on behalf of our institution. I extend our sincere welcome to all dignitaries in attendance. Your presence will enhance the webinar value. We are ecstatic to have guest speaker join us today. We believe this is an excellent opportunity to learn from you and be inspired to think beyond. Before starting, it's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Thiru Suryakant Sharma. He is a commerce graduate and master's in law with specialization in corporate law. He is also chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Shri Sharma has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and securities market and had initially served in a leading financial institution. Thereafter, in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Shri Sharmaji joined SEBI in 2003 and served in SEBI for more than 16 years in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments in SEBI, he was in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's Northern region for more than 5 years. Shri Sharmaji was also a member of working group of NCRT for developing occasional course on mutual funds for students 11th and 12th classes. Shri Sharmaji is also a mentor of a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. When he was in SEBI, under a supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself had addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 investor awareness programs. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual in India, an apex body of mutual fund in India, as senior consultant for spreading financial literacy and investor awareness among us citizens across country. Since May 2019, Shri Sharmaji has interacted with lakhs of investors and potential investors to more than 500 investor awareness webinars and programs across country in reputed government organizations, research institutions, leading educational and professional institutions, corporate startups, women-centric NGOs, and others. It's my privilege to introduce such a great person. On behalf of everyone, I extend a warm welcome you, sir. At this special moment, I would like to welcome all the attendees, students. We appreciate your willingness and enthusiasm to participate in the webinar. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to contribute to the webinar. Now, I'm handing the section to our organizing secretary, Dr. Sangaran, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for a wonderful speech. Now, the session's over to Sarma Shah.
Good afternoon to all of you. I don't know whether I am disturbing
Good afternoon,
you.
good afternoon, sir.
I am just disturbing you just after lunch. Is it the
No, sir, no, sir. It's our pleasure, sir. No, sir.
We are eagerly waiting for our session, sir.
Sir, is it the appropriate time to talk about the money just after lunch? Okay,
Very
thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Shankaran. Thank you, Geeta ma'am. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Principal of the college, other faculty members of the college, students, and all participants. Honestly, I'm very happy to be with you, of course, Dr. Geeta, through this platform. But when the next opportunity comes, I will be very happy to come to your college as well, physically.
Oh, definitely, sir. We are arranging by difficult.
Definitely, sir. It will be my pleasure. It will be my pleasure to be with all of you. And today's program is about money, Dr. Geeta. And in between, I will keep taking name of Dr. Geeta and Shankaran sir, both.
Yes, sir, sure, sir.
So that I through you, I can connect with all the participants. That's the only purpose.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the today's program is about money. But before I start my discourse, I will request you that this program is from Association of Mutual Fund in India, Dr. Shankaran sir, but this is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual fund. This I want to make it very clear to all the participants. This is purely an investor awareness program. And Shankaran sir and Geeta ma'am, there are two categories of investors. One category which you belong to, those who are already earning. But there is another category, sir, that is potential investors. You are students who have not yet started earning, but they are going to earn very soon down the line in 1, 2, or 3 years. That is why the importance of this program is equally for them as also for those who are already earning. So, and some students might even be wondering why this program for us today. We are not earning. We don't have enough money to manage. What is this program for you? My answer to those students is very simple, my dear friends. Of course, you are not earning today, but you are going to earn very soon. So this is the right time for you to understand the importance of money management. Because ultimately, money will be in your hands. And Shankaran sir, managing money is the most important thing in our life after having money. Of course, if you don't have money, what we will manage? that is a fact. But once we have the money, we should know the concept and art of managing the money. Because through managing the money, you can have better money in your hands, more money in your hands. So, and you will all appreciate, my dear friends, that money is very, very important in our life. You might have heard an adage that we have not seen God, but God is there in the skies. But we have seen money and importance of money in our life. Rather, we see it every day in, day out. We see the importance of money because life goes with the help of money only. That is why money is very, very important in our life. And what money gives us? A question may come, Geeta ma'am, a question may come in our mind. What money gives us? Why we are so passionate about the money? My dear friends, money gives us 2, 3 basic things. Firstly, money takes care of our basic needs. Bread, butter, house, clothing. These are the basic needs of every human being, Geeta ma'am. And these can we have only through money. And once our basic needs are met, naturally we will not, nobody has to stop there, Geeta ma'am. Then we think of have a comfortable life. We should have a house, we should have a vehicle, we should have appliances at home for making our life comfortable. And for all these things, money is required. So money also gives us comfortable life. And beyond comfortable life also, my dear friends, money also takes care of our wishes, our desires. That money also take care. So money gives us, money takes care of our basic needs, money gives us comfortable life, and money gives us a satisfied life. But money one also gives, Geeta ma'am, one more thing that is equally important, and that is money also gives us security, Shankaran sir. Money also gives us security, but unfortunately, security through money will come, Geeta ma'am, only when we have plenty of money. One day, Geeta ma'am might have 100 crore in her bank account. Then she will feel satisfied. Oh, Baba, no problem. Now I have got 100 crore in my bank account. I know Geeta ma'am is smiling. 100 crore. Oh, big name, big thing. But everybody thinks like this, Geeta ma'am. But unfortunately, Geeta ma'am, you will appreciate that normal middle class, salary class person, people like you and me, wouldn't be having 100 crore in our bank account. At least through salary. You might get some lottery, you might get some luck. That's a different story. But normally we wouldn't be having 100 crore in our account. So security will be an illusion for all of us. But no, we can have security in our life, my dear friends, by doing three things in your life. Please note it down. I am talking to all students and young faculty members also. Please do these three things before thinking anything about the money management. Because these three things will give you security only. And the first and most important thing, Geeta ma'am, is every earner, every person who is earning money must have adequate life insurance cover. It is a must. And what is the purpose of taking life insurance cover, Geeta ma'am? You might have you given any thought to it? Why we should take life insurance cover? We should take life insurance cover, Geeta ma'am, because life is pretty uncertain. Today, everything is going well. We are earning, our family is enjoying, kids are getting education, all needs are met. But then suppose if something happens tomorrow to me, I am not available to my family tomorrow because of death, untimely death, or whatever it might be. How my family will survive? And more so, Geeta ma'am, when I am the single earner in my family. When I am the single earner in my family and everything is going well, and unfortunately something happens tomorrow, how my family will survive? There will be a great question mark on bread and butter for the next month even. There will be a question mark on the education of the children. That is why we take life insurance cover. And purpose of life insurance cover, Geeta ma'am, is very simple and distinct. To develop security for the family in case of eventuality. That's the only purpose. But unfortunately, Geeta ma'am, in our country, insurance has been sold an investment product, which it is not. Unfortunately, most of the insurance agent will come to you and say you, ma'am, this much of money you will get if you survive. And if you don't survive, your family will get this like that. That is not a true statement. Because return on insurance is literally 4 to 5% max, word over. But insurance gives us very, very important mental security. That is why I am emphasizing here, please do take life insurance cover. But it should not be treated as investment. Secondly, nowadays a very good insurance product is available in the market, Geeta ma'am, which insurance agent will never say. because they wouldn't be getting good commission on that product. And the name of the product is term insurance. Term insurance is a pure insurance product where you can have very good insurance cover by paying a very, very small amount every month or quarterly or yearly, whatever you decide. So insurance is a must. Life insurance is a must. This is the first thing I want to tell all of you for developing security for your family. Second thing, Geeta ma'am, again for security only, is please have health insurance cover for you and your family. And Geeta ma'am, purpose of health insurance cover is different than that of life insurance cover. The life insurance cover will play a role when, because of death of somebody who has taken life insurance cover. But in health insurance cover, suppose some serious disease is discovered in my body all of a sudden, or unfortunately I met with an accident. Where we will go? We will be going to best medical hospital nearby. And mostly it is private. Unfortunately, governmental medical setup has not been up to the mark even after 70 years of independence, which it should not have been, but it is a fact. So we will be forced to go to the private hospitals. But there, Geeta ma'am, the problem is different. They charge exorbitantly. If a person get admission in the hospital, private hospital, and it stays there for a week or 10 days, they might raise a bill of 5 to 7 or 10 lakhs even. From where that money will come. But if you have taken health insurance cover, Geeta ma'am, all your hospital expenses will be directly paid by the insurance company to the hospital. You will need not pay anything, go to the best hospital nearby, get the best treatment, come home recovered without paying anything. That's the purpose of health insurance. And nowadays, a very good health insurance cover is available, Geeta ma'am. The name of the product is Umbrella Health Insurance Cover. In Umbrella Health Insurance Cover, Geeta ma'am, the beauty of that product is that when you take the health insurance cover, you have got leverage and liberty to include members of, in names of your members of your family in that cover. So in one health insurance cover, all members of the family are covered. And in case any emergency happens with any member of the family, you can take them to the best hospital, get them best treated, come home recovered without paying anything. So please do consider taking adequate health insurance cover for the family also. And third and last thing, Geeta ma'am, every family must have some emergency fund of 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 lakhs. That is an emergency fund only. That in case something happens all of a sudden where we need money, we can dig out that money and use that money for our emergency needs. So all these three things I again repeat. First, adequate life insurance cover, adequate health insurance cover, and an emergency fund will give you mental security, Geeta ma'am. But it is not an investment. I again repeat, this is a need. This is a need for every family. So please do consider developing these three things before you embark upon the journey of investment. Now we will discuss what we do with the money which we have, which we earn regularly. What we do normally, Geeta ma'am, you are getting salary from your college. What you normally do with the money, with the salary you get? A majority of our salary goes into taking care of our regular expenses.
Yes.
Bread, butter, grocery items, travel, education of the children, lot of other things, Sankaran sir. So a majority of our regular income goes into taking care of our monthly expenses. But Sankaran sir, you are a very seasoned and senior person. You must be knowing that we Indians have a typical thing, typical habit. And what is that? Whatever we are earning, you might be earning 10,000 or you might be earning 10 lakhs. Whatever we are earning, every Indian family try to take away some money out of their salary, which they don't spend. And the money which we don't spend out of regular income, Mr. Meena, it is called savings. उसे बचत कहते हैं. And Sankaran sir, you might be knowing with proud that we Indians are still one of the best savers in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It
Absolutely.
is a matter of proud for all of us. And because saving is in our blood, every family saves. Even when they are earning not so good amount, even they will seriously try to save some amount. So we are savers by nature, we are savers by habit, because saving is in our blood. But Sankaran sir, we are casual about saving. Here I want to emphasize few things about saving to the students particularly. First and foremost thing, when you start earning, please identify an amount of saving which you can do every month. First identify. Suppose you are earning 50,000 and you say, I can save 10,000. Then the moment you get salary, take away 10,000 out of your bank account, put it somewhere else. Decide first saving and save first. Then whatever remains, you manage with your monthly expenses. This is a very small thing, but it will change the game. I will change the game, sir. It is very important. So first decide the amount of saving which you can do and then do it religiously. Of whatever remains, then manage your monthly expenses. Second thing is, sir, you start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Normally in the initial year, Sankaran sir, we are very casual. Let it be, let me enjoy with the money. I will start saving after 4 or 5 years, after 10 years. That's a blunder. I want to tell your students that a blunder, my dear friends. We have done that mistake, you should not do. I don't know whether Sankaran sir has done it, but I had done it. But that was a blunder. That is why I keep telling in my students, particularly Sankaran sir, start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Whatever the amount might be. Amount might be even a small one. Maybe 100 rupees, maybe 500, maybe 1,000, maybe 5,000. That is not significant. What is important here is you should start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Third thing about saving, be regular in saving every month, come what may. Every month you have to save. Of course, amount might vary because of the might change of circumstances sometimes, but you must make it a habit that you save every month. And fourth and last thing, Sankaran sir, about saving is keep increasing your saving when your income increases. Naturally, principal sir will give you increment every year, sir. You will also get some DNS allowance and some other allowances increase. So with the increase in income, we must increase your saving every year. Ideally, it should be 10%. Ideally, it should be 10% increase. Suppose this year you are saving 1,000 a month. Next year, it should be 1,100 a month. Likewise, every month you will keep it. So four things I again repeat because these are very important. First, identify an amount of saving when you get the salary and take away that amount, and whatever remains, manage your monthly expenses. Start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Be regular and religious in saving every month. And fourth and last one is keep increasing your saving with the increase in income. Naturally, Sankaran sir, you will ask me, sir, then what to do with the saving which we are making? You have to give us a long speech on saving and all these things, but what to do with the saving which we are making? Yes, my dear friends.
15%.
There are two options with us, Geeta ma'am. The first option is, which a foolish person like me will only do for that option. That is, I am religiously saving something, Geeta ma'am. But what foolishly I am doing, I am putting my saving into a box at home, secretly, without telling anybody. Every month I am, and this is unfortunately, Geeta ma'am, this is the habit of our female members of the family. You might remember, Geeta ma'am, in 2016, Sankaran sir, when our Prime Minister announced demonetization.
Demonetization.
Ma'am, do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From where the money had come, from the boxage, kitchen boxage of our female members. Lakhs of rupees have come out. Otherwise, they will say, I don't have any money. But when Modi ji said, okay, now these notes are will not be valid, oh, money started pouring in out of the boxes, out of the kitchen boxes, because saving is our habit. But negative part was we are keeping our savings at home. That is not a good thing. Never, never, never keep your savings at home, except some emergency amount of 10, 20, 30,000. That is a different story. Then naturally you say what to do. Yes, sir. There is other way around. And that is putting your savings into some product. And Geeta ma'am, process of putting your saving into some product is called investment. So saving is the first step, investment is the second step. You should not only be saver, but you should also be investor. And Geeta ma'am, you will appreciate that if you save and don't invest, then better not to save, enjoy with your money. Because unless and until you invest, Sankaran sir, you will not get prosperity in your life. Of course, saving is the first step and most important thing, but you must not stop at saving only. You should work hard to put your money into investment mode. And Sankaran sir, what is the purpose and object of investment? Very simple. My money should also earn money for me. The money which I have saved should also earn money for me. That's the only purpose of investment, Geeta ma'am. And if your money doesn't earn money for you, then what is the purpose of investment? And a day should come in our life, Geeta ma'am. Everybody's life it should come. That will be an ideal day, Geeta ma'am. When my money will start giving me more, earning more money for me than your regular salary. It will be happening, Geeta ma'am, not today, not tomorrow. It will be happening after 15, 20 years, provided you start working on saving and investment right from the first month when you start earning. That is why the importance of saving and investment. So we save and invest, but unfortunately, Geeta ma'am, most of the middle class, salary class person, despite their sincere efforts in saving and investment, they just remain money accumulators. They don't become wealth creators. Geeta ma'am, I'm using two words here, money accumulation and wealth creation. And both are totally different things. And we must understand the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. And for that, Geeta ma'am, if you permit, I want to take an example, taking your name in that example, if you permit.
Yes, sir. Take it, sir.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You can
Use it,
permit,
sir.
use this.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So nice of you. Suppose, Geeta ma'am, you have got 1 lakh rupees with you. Of course, you might get angry, sir. I have got much more than 1 lakh. Why you are mentioning 1 lakh only? But just for example's sake, I am saying that suppose you are having 1 lakh rupees with you and you goes with a bank FD for 1 year. And bank FD is a part of investment, Geeta ma'am, you will appreciate. Yes. And the bank agrees to give you 6% interest for 1 year, suppose. Then after 1 year, I meet and Geeta ma'am asks you what bank has given back to you, Geeta ma'am, what will be your answer?
6,000.
Exactly, sir. You are absolutely right. Geeta ma'am will say with happiness, bank has given me 6,000 interest on my FD and has given back my money of 1 lakh rupees. And Geeta ma'am is happy, celebrating that 6,000 rupees interest, distributing sweets to friends and colleagues in college. And even at home, celebration is on because you have got 6,000 rupees. Geeta ma'am, you are not right. Please understand what I want to tell you and not throw you to all the participants. Because Geeta ma'am, you got 6,000 rupees at bank interest, Sankaran sir. But one more development keep happening every day during this 1 year. And what is that, sir? Inflation.
Yes.
Inflation also keep tracking of your money. And what is inflation, Geeta ma'am? Inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. That is inflation. So suppose last year when Geeta ma'am was going for bank FD, Sankaran sir, had he not gone for bank FD and could have purchased some items from 1 lakh rupees, whatever item, services, whatever it might be. Sankaran sir, tell me, would she be able to get same item, same goods, same services after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees? Would it be possible? We know, sir, it will not be possible because of inflation. Prices of those items and goods have increased. Suppose the inflation rate has been 5% during this 1 year. What does it mean, sir? Last year, Geeta ma'am, whatever could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees, Sankaran sir, after 1 year, same goods, same items would be available to her, not at 1 lakh rupees, but at 1 lakh 5,000. Because the inflation rate has been 5%. Now you see the proposition, sir. In reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. In reality, you got literally out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. But still Geeta ma'am is happy. No, okay, sir, let the 5,000 be eaten by the inflation. I still have got 1,000 rupees with me. No, Geeta ma'am, there is another problem. Most of the return, Sankaran sir, Government of India take tax, income tax, capital gain tax, whatever its name might be. There are very few schemes where returns are tax exempt. Very few schemes. I will be discussing about those schemes as well in the fag end of my session. So suppose, and for FD, Sankaran sir, rule is very simple. Whatever you earn as bank FD interest will be treated as your income. And you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. Suppose conservatively speaking, Geeta ma'am is 20% income tax bracket. Of course, she must be in 30% bracket. But just conservatively speaking, she is in 20% bracket. She will be paying 20% income tax on 6,000 as well, Geeta ma'am. And 20% of 6,000, Geeta ma'am, is 1,200. Now you see the proposition, Geeta ma'am, you were very happy when you got 6,000. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and 1,200 rupees you have to pay as income tax to the income tax people. Did you get anything in reality, Geeta ma'am?
Nothing in my answer.
Rather 200 rupees she had lost. And that is the fact of our life, middle class, salary class life. Most of the middle class, salary class don't earn any significant amount on their investments. No real return. Only 6,000 was her real on notional return only, sir. And there was no real return. And unless and until you earn some real return on your investment, Sankaran sir, you will not be able to create wealth for you through which prosperity will come. So you will simply be accumulating money in your life, which will serve no purpose at all. That is why I keep telling and I keep requesting Sankaran sir in my session, please try to earn some real return on your investments. And what is real return, Sankaran sir? Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability. If something remains after inflation and tax liability out of notional return, that is your real return. So please understand the importance of real return. You should not be in doubt about the notional return. It is nothing. It is just notional. In reality, you are getting nothing. So, but now question arises, why we are not getting real return, sir? What is the reason? Shankaran sir, reason lies in our mind very deeply. And what is the reason? Are Baba, we don't want any risk in the investment. We want to invest only in safe products. This is the mindset of the middle class, salary class person. But this mindset has to be changed, sir. Shankaran sir, we have made mistakes, but our children should not make mistakes. That is why these sessions are dedicated to young people. I want to tell them very clearly that in investment, risk is there. And there is no safe investment as such. Shankaran sir, you might be knowing that even FD is not 100% secure. Suppose some bank fails, then you will get the maximum amount of 5 lakhs only. Suppose you had FD of 10 lakhs rupees and bank fails, then maximum amount you will get is 5 lakhs only. And that too, during last 2-3 years, earlier it was 1 lakh only, sir. Now government has increased from 1 lakh to 5 lakhs. So what is important here to understand is that in investment, risk is there. But sir, you can manage your risk, you can minimize your risk in investment. How? Only 2-word formula. I want to tell the students, 2 words only. Think, understand, and invest. I have used 2 words only, Shankaran sir. Think, understand, and then invest. What is to be think, or what is to be thought, or 2 things about ourselves. We have to think 2 things about ourselves. The first and most important thing is, what is my risk appetite? What is my risk-taking capacity? How much risk I can take? And Shankaran sir, every individual has got different risk appetite. You have got different one, Geeta ma'am has got different one, Mr. Sharanna has got different one, Mr. Deva has got different one. Everybody has got different risk appetite. Why? Our income is different. Our family obligations are different. That is why you should take your investment decision strictly as per your risk appetite and don't follow others. And don't include everybody, sir, your brother, your sister, your colleagues, your friends, your relations, everybody. Because everybody has got different risk appetite. And Shankaran sir, your risk appetite keeps changing with the age. When you are young, you can take high risk. Or rather, I encourage them to take risk. Because they have got age on their side. They have got 30-40 years to go. But Shankaran sir, unfortunately, that luxury I don't have now. But the people, those who are young, have that privilege. That is why I keep telling them, please take risk in investment. And the object of investment should be very simple in the up to 40 years, sir. I should earn maximum real return on my investment, even by taking calculated risk. But risk should be calculated, it should not be blind. Mind it. It should not be blind, sir. It should be calculated. So you have to take risk, but risk should be calculated. Because Shankaran sir, the equation is very simple. More risk, more reward. If you take high risk, then there is a possibility of high reward, but sir, no guarantee. I don't want to make fool anybody that if you take high risk, you will get a high reward. No. Probability of high reward increases. The possibility of getting higher return increases. That is why I keep advising young people, do take risk, my dear friend, but understand the risk. Understand your risk. And understand your risk appetite. That is very, very important. Now, second thing you have to look at, that is time horizon of investment. And what is time horizon of investment, Shankaran sir? Simply put it in the words, I should have money when I need the money. That is time horizon of investment. And I will be needing money in my life for many things, sir. You have to get married, money will be required. Children will be there, celebration, money will be required. You will need to purchase a house for the family, Shankaran sir. You will need huge money. You will need to purchase a vehicle for the family. You will need good money. Then nowadays, Molly PA, you are young. Everybody now wants to go on vacations. You are in Puducherry, but definitely you will like to go to Andhra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, or not only in India, beyond India also, sir. Switzerland, USA, that is very natural. But for those things, you will need money. rather huge money. And after that, some years when your children are grown up, Shankaran sir, your children will be going for higher education. You will need huge money for their professional education. Huge money. Then once their education is over, Shankaran sir, you will definitely think of their marriages for which money will be required. And lastly, Shankaran sir, you might be very lucky. Geeta ma'am might be very lucky. You will be getting regular pension from the government, but now pension is no more available.
Yes.
So for retirement life also, people will need huge money to manage their affairs after retirement. And Shankaran sir, you might be knowing that when we got independence in 1947, average age of Indian was 47 years only, which has risen now to 71 years. Geeta ma'am, it simply means that even after retirement, you will be living 10, 15, 20, 30 years. From where money will come when you don't have pension. That is why you will have to develop a retirement corpus, rather huge retirement corpus. And for all these things, you will need money. So you should invest your money in such a manner that when you need the money, you should have money. You should have money for your marriage. You should have money for your children's celebration. You should have money for purchase of house. You should have money for purchase of vehicle. You should have money for vacations, for higher education of children, for marriage of children, and for retirement. These are the basic milestones in everybody's life, Geeta ma'am. For those milestones, we will be needing huge money. From where it will come and how it can come more in a more smooth manner. Yes, Geeta ma'am. And the point I want to make here is you should make your financial plan, Geeta ma'am. Every individual should have his or her financial plan. And Geeta ma'am, making financial plan is not a mathematical equation. It is not a tough task. It's not a rocket science. Damn easy thing. You sit with your family, take a paper. On the paper, make 3 columns. In the first column, put all the milestones which are likely to be in your life. In the second column, against milestone, put the period when they are likely to happen. 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 13 year, 35 year, last retirement, like that so on. Then third and important column, how much money you will need for each milestone. Geeta ma'am, 2 things I want to bring to the notice of the young participant, not to you and not to Shankaran sir, but to young participants. And Geeta ma'am, just tell me, what is the cost of good MBA degree from a reputed institute today? 2-year regular degree. What is the normal cost?
Minimum 5 lakhs, sir.
Sir, you are very conservative. Normally speaking, if you go with a reputed MBA institute for 2-year MBA degree, Geeta ma'am, the total cost will not be less than 15 lakhs. But Geeta ma'am, it is today. When a young man who is around 30 today, when his children will go for higher education after 25 years, 22 years, Geeta ma'am, the cost of same MBA degree, Shankaran sir, will be not as less than 2 crore rupees per child because of the inflation. And suppose perchance he or she has 2 children, then 4 crore only for the higher education of children. Then again for retirement life, sir. Today, suppose a person of 30 years says that he is managing his monthly expenses with 30,000 today. Sir, when he gets retired after 30 or after 30 years at the age of 60, can you imagine how much money he will need every month at the time of retirement for retirement life? Not less than 2 lakh rupees per month because of inflation. I want to get them scary. Yes, they should. Because if they are scary, they will be more serious about saving and investing money. That's the purpose of such programs, just to sensitize them that down the line after 15 years, 20 years, whatever you are thinking today, the requirement will be multifold more. That is why you should plan your, you should have your financial plan. And financial plan will give you an directional approach. Now the goals are, Sankaran sir, will be broadly clear how much money you will need at what time and for what purpose. And psychologists say, Sankaran sir, those who have clear defined goals in their life, they work hard. They become more serious and they work hard. That is the purpose of financial plan. So please do develop your financial plan. One more thing I want to tell you about here is the important investment is, sir, it is power of compounding. And Shankaran sir, power of compounding in eighth wonder of the world. It is eighth wonder of the world. Please understand the importance of power of compounding. And what is power of compounding in investment, sir? You will have to make a promise with yourself, not to others, but to yourself. And what is the promise, sir? Whenever and whatever I will earn return on my investment, definitely when you will make investment, you will get return, not today, not tomorrow, but down the line after 2, 3, 5 years, you will start getting return on your investment. So whenever and whatever return I will get on my investment, I will never use that return for my personal consumption. What I will do, sir, I will simply keep reinvesting it for next 20 years. Every time when I get some return, I will keep reinvesting it. And not today, every time for the next 20 years. It is not easy, sir, but it has to be done. But because if you do it, Sankaran sir, down the line after 20 years, you will be happily surprised that your return portion has become much, much bigger than your original investment. But sir, it will be happening not today, not tomorrow. It will take minimum 15 to 20 years. That is why in investment, sir, success will come to you not so immediately. Have patience, but keep investing regularly. So power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world, and you should religiously follow power of compounding. Now the next segment of 10, 12 minutes, Shankaran sir, we will discuss about the product available in the market. What are the products? Because it is equally important. We should know what are the products available in the market. The first category of products, Shankaran sir, is governmental small saving schemes. Geeta ma'am, government has started some very good scheme for the middle class, salary class person for savings. Return may not be extraordinary, sir, but the beauty of these governmental schemes is that there is no risk at all. Whatever government promises you, you will get it. When the scheme matures, whatever the maturity amount, including interest and return is there, you will get it. So there is no risk at all. So you will get good return, reasonable return, not extraordinary return, with 100% safety. So the first scheme of the government of India, Geeta ma'am, which I want to mention here, not to you, but all faculty members, those who have not yet opened this account in this scheme, and those who are below 40 at least, they should open this account immediately. And the name of the scheme, Geeta ma'am, is Public Provident Fund Account, PPF. PPF is a very good scheme of the government of India, Shankaran sir. And the beauty of this scheme is you not only get tax exemption, tax deduction of the amount which you have deposited in this scheme, but whatever you earn as interest in this scheme will also be tax exempt. It's a very, very extraordinary scheme. And the scheme is for 15 years. The minimum amount you can deposit in this scheme is 1,000 rupees only. And the maximum amount you can invest in PPF is 1.5 lakhs per year. 1.50 lakhs per year. That's the maximum amount. And the scheme is for 15 years. You can open the PPF account in any of the major branches of the banks plus post offices. because it is a governmental scheme operated by banks and post offices. Rate of interest is same everywhere. And presently it is 7.10%. And second scheme, I don't have time, so I will just mention the names. Second scheme is National Savings Certificate, NSC. Third scheme is Kisan Vikas Patra, KVP. Fourth scheme, Geeta ma'am, is RBI bonds. RBI also keep issuing bonds to the public. And the present yield on RBI bonds is almost 7.80 or 7.90%. Then Government of India securities also you can invest, for which RBI has last year started a new website, Geeta ma'am. The name of the website is RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. You can go to the website, give your details, get yourself registered, and then you keep investing very, very small amount whenever you have that amount. Regular investment possibilities there. Then beyond that, governmental schemes are, the governmental institutions are there which also keep raising loan from the public. National Highway Authorities, railways, public sector undertaking like NTPC, ONGC, IRCTC, hundreds of such big organizations are there. They also keep raising loan from the public. Then government post office schemes are there of savings. Then banks have also got schemes of savings where you can invest. All these are broadly under the umbrella of governmental small saving schemes. In these schemes, return might not be extraordinary. I am again and again repeating. Return might not be extraordinary, Sankaran sir, but with 100% safety. But beyond this category, most of the schemes are have got private schemes have got risk. But before coming to those, Geeta ma'am, one thing I want to mention here, one special scheme that is for girl child. Government has started a very unique scheme for the girl child. And the name of the scheme is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Very good scheme for the girl child. And those who have girl at home, whose age is below 10, because this account, Geeta ma'am, can't be opened beyond 10 years of age. So if you have got a girl child or more than one girl child at home, please open accounts in their separate name. Minimum amount you can deposit is 500 rupees in a year, Geeta ma'am. And maximum amount you can deposit is 1.50 lakhs. And here again, the tax is exempt from income tax. It's a very unique scheme, and it has been devised, Geeta ma'am, for the higher education of the children and for marriage of the girl children. So please get details of this scheme, and those who have girl child at home, seriously think of opening accounts in their name. Then property, then beyond governmental scheme, property is there where you can invest. For Geeta ma'am, for property, you will need huge money. You can't purchase a property in 5 lakhs or 10 lakh rupees. Where you may be any part of the country now, property prices have shot up like anything. So you will need huge money for property. That is an option, but again, some risk is there in the property. You will not be able to sell the property when you might need the money. Sometimes you will have to sell the property at throwaway prices or even in losses. If in case you have some emergency need of the money, or you have got some family liability to take care of. Beyond that, other category, Geeta ma'am, and now you will smile. The category I am mentioning now, you will definitely smile. And not only you, all female participants in this session will keep smiling. That is gold. Gold also we can invest, Geeta ma'am. But unfortunately, we have been investing in gold through jewelry only. And Geeta ma'am, purchasing jewelry is a losing proposition. Because suppose if you wish to sell the jewelry after 10-15 years, jeweler will cut minimum 30-35% of making charges. Then again extra 5% or 10% for purity charges. So you will literally get half of the price of the gold. But for that now government has come out with a very unique scheme, Geeta ma'am. Very good scheme of the government of India, Geeta ma'am, no private scheme I am mentioning. And the name of the scheme is, please note it down, not you, but all female participants. Even the male participants should note it down and share the details with their female participants, with family members when they go home today. The name of the scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the government of India, where government is encouraging to invest in gold scheme and don't purchase jewelry gold in physical form. And government of India, the tenure of the scheme, Geeta ma'am, is 8 years. The tenure of the scheme is 8 years. Minimum amount you can invest in this scheme is 1 gram gold price. And the maximum you can invest individually is 4 kg gold. Maximum up to 4 kg gold you can invest in this scheme. And government of in this scheme, account can be opened in most of the major branches of the banks and RBI. You can open the account offline and online both. And Geeta ma'am, when you open the account under sovereign gold bond online, government give you some special concession of 50 rupees per gram. Also, only when you go for online. And investment in the scheme is at the prevailing rate of gold. And the government of India is giving you 2 benefits, Geeta ma'am. First benefit, whatever amount you invest, Geeta ma'am, you will get 2.5% annual interest on it. Suppose you have invested 1 lakh rupees in this scheme. Then every year for next 8 years, the tenure of the scheme is 8 years. Every year for 8 years, you will get 2,500 rupees interest every year in your bank account. But this is a very small benefit. Other benefit is much bigger. The second benefit is, Geeta ma'am, suppose today you have invested your money in this scheme when the gold price is 60,000 10 gram. Suppose it is around that only. Suppose the gold price is 60,000 10 gram today. After 8 years, suppose the gold price goes to 80,000 10 gram. And Geeta ma'am, gold price is increasing last 30-40 years. Every year it is increasing. So suppose the gold price increases to 80,000 10 gram, then government of India will give you refund at the rate of 80,000 10 gram. Whatever increase in appreciation in the gold price will also be given to you apart from 2.5% interest. And third benefit, tax liability will also be literally zero. You will need not pay any tax on interest and appreciation in gold price. Indexation benefit is there. That is a technical term for income tax purposes in which tax liability comes very, very low, literally nil. So very good is, I again repeat the name of the scheme, Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Get the details from the Google and other websites and think of seriously investing in those schemes. Lastly, where we can invest, Geeta ma'am, is securities market, share bazaar. But I don't know what opinion Geeta ma'am has about security market, but or Sankaran sir has got. But a good number of people are, no, Baba, this is speculation only. We don't know how market goes up, how market goes down. And Geeta ma'am might have invested some money on the advice of so-called financial advisor or TV experts. She might have lost some money. So she have decided not to invest a single penny in security market in future. Geeta ma'am, I want to tell all of you, security market is a purely knowledge-based market. And those who don't have knowledge of the market must not invest their hard-earned money on the advice of so-called experts. No, never. And risk is there. I want to tell to all of you, risk is there in security market, but Geeta ma'am, one more fact I want to mention here. Securities market has given maximum return during last 35 years as compared to other products. 15% average annual return, Geeta ma'am. Average I am talking, not regular. Average return. Some year it might have been 20%, some year it might have been 8%. Average return is 15,000. But again, I repeat, it is purely knowledge-based market. And those who don't have knowledge of the market must not invest in security market directly. But Geeta ma'am, there is an indirect way of investing in security market that is called mutual funds. And mutual fund is one of the products only. I want to tell you, all of you very clearly, mutual fund is a product only. It is one of the investment products. It has got plus, it has got minus also. What is plus? That mutual fund, in mutual fund you can invest even when you don't have knowledge of the market, because you are giving your money to the experts. It is an indirect way of investing. Geeta ma'am, you are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the experts. You are giving your money to the experts. Why you are giving? Because you don't have knowledge. You don't have knowledge of the security market, how market functions. They people are experts. They know the market relatively well as compared to us. And secondly, you don't have time, Geeta ma'am. You have got full-time job and then family to look after. Whereas they people have got 24 hours to manage your money. And third thing, you don't have experience, and they people have experience of more than 10, 15, 20 years. That is why we are giving our money to the experts, but the purpose is very simple. Only single purpose. I am giving my money to you. Invest my money as per the broad rules of the scheme and generate maximum return for me and give back to me. It is not a social service, Geeta ma'am. I am giving my money with the expectation of getting maximum return. They will deduct some service charges, some expenses which have been duly prescribed by SEBI. And mind it, Geeta ma'am, mutual funds are not Ponzi scheme or chit funds. They are strongly regulated by SEBI. Nobody in the country can start mutual fund unless and until they have got permission from the SEBI to start their mutual fund business. And mutual fund is more suitable for the middle class, salary class person. And the best way of investing in mutual fund, Geeta ma'am, is through SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. My dear friends, SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. Geeta ma'am, it is magic for middle class, salary class person. It's a magic for middle class, salary class person.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Magic.
Magic in the sense that you can start SIP of even 500 rupees minimum amount. And student can start SIP of even 100 rupees out of their pocket money. And wherever I go in universities, I feel happy to see that a good number of students have already started SIP out of their pocket money. So they have become very serious about investment even when they are not earning. And this is a very positive development in our country. Because we have to be a country of investors, Shankaran sir. Unless and until we become a country of investors, we will not prosper. Not only country will prosper, but we individually will also get prosperity. That is why SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. And you can start SIP of even 100 rupees students. And Shankaran sir, you can start an SIP of even 500 rupees. And I know a lot of my friends, Shankaran sir, who have started not one SIP, but 5, 6 SIPs consecutively. And every SIP is target oriented. One SIP for purchase of house, one SIP for purchase of vehicle, one SIP for going on vacations, one SIP for higher education of children happening after 20 years, one SIP for marriage of children, and one more SIP for retirement life. So you can have multiple SIPs, my dear friends. And these are all target-oriented SIPs. So think of starting SIP. SIP is a magic. I just want to give you, Shankaran sir, one example to all of you. And kindly permit me to take your name, sir. If you permit, I will take your name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can take, sir. Always permit me, sir.
But you should not repent after the example. I will just... Okay, sir. I will give you one example, sir. And this example, Shankaran sir, is a fact. I am not telling a story. It is a fact. But I will not name the mutual fund company. I will not name the scheme because there may be an unfair on my part to, it will be market. I don't want to market them. But the fact is there, Shankaran sir. In 1997, Shankaran sir, a mutual fund company started an equity fund. In 1997. And Shankaran sir, who was very young at that time, he is still very young, but he was very young at that time. And he started an SIP of 10,000 rupees every month in that scheme. Means you are investing every month 10,000 rupees right from 1997. And Shankaran sir, 2023 has come and you are continuously investing 10,000. Very great thing. Normally it doesn't happen. People start SIP and then stop it in between. But Shankaran sir was very, very committed. He continuously investing 10,000 rupees every month from 1997 to 2003. And Shankaran sir, you have literally invested 37 lakhs. If you make the total of this amount, you have literally invested 36 lakh. But sir, should I tell the amount which you should have now? What is the corpus you should have? Should I tell it, sir? I want your permission.
Sir, yes, sir.
12.68 crore.
12.68 crores.
Yes, sir. And it is not a magic. It is a fact I am telling you. In private, I will tell the name of the scheme also.
Okay, sir. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
But what I want to tell you, Geeta ma'am, regularity for 23, 24 years. It's not a small thing. Continuously investing, even a small amount will become much, much bigger. So please start SIP of even very small amount and continue with a longer period, minimum 10, 15 years. A magic will happen in your life. And if you are more focused, if you are more prudent, start more SIPs, target-oriented. So please think of starting SIP and to understand the mutual fund. I don't have time. Next time, Geeta ma'am, when you will give me time, I will take 2 hours only for mutual fund because that is a very big subject, very honestly speaking. I can't make justice in very short period of 10, 15. Because that's why I've just given a broad idea. So what is mutual fund? How it works? How profits are generated? How returns are generated? What is risk? What are the different schemes? I will suggest one website name. Please note it down. Particularly young people, please note it down, this website name. The name of the website is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Madam, you might have seen advertisements on TV. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. This is the website name also. Please visit the website. Everything about the mutual fund is in this. Lot of videos are there. Lot of details are there. Everything is available. Spend some time, Geeta ma'am. It is your money ultimately. If you get good return, you will individually be benefited. So please visit the website, understand the concept of mutual fund, understand the concept of SIP. Take your time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Don't be in great hurry. then start SIP and investing in mutual funds. Next time, when you give time, I will be more elaborately discuss the mutual fund concept and other details. Last two things I want to tell you, Geeta ma'am, and two participants. Never spend your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Sankaran sir, this is fraud. I'm using very harsh word. All these Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees promising you doubling your money in 4 years or 5 years, Geeta ma'am, giving you 20% return. They are all bogus. They are all fraud. They will never do it. They will simply vanish with your money. So I will request you, Sankaran sir, and all faculty members, start a campaign through your students in the Puducherry in your area. Try to educate as much people as you can, that they should not put their money in such bogus schemes. If they don't have any knowledge, let it be. They should deposit their money in post office or banks. At least they will not lose their money. And last thing, Sankaran sir, if you are there, sir. Last thing I want to tell all of you. Prosperity is your right, Sankaran sir. Prosperity is your right. And prosperity simply means, Sankaran sir, simply means I should have money when I need the money for my basic needs, for my comfort, for my family obligations, and for my normal desires. My dear friends, prosperity is your right. We have got right to be prosper. And prosperity is not a luck at all, friends. It is not a luck at all. It is an effort. You can be prosper by your sincere efforts. So forget about the luck. Forget. We Indians have a wrong tendency of depending so much on luck. No, luck is nothing. Only effort will do. Please start making sincere efforts right from the day you start earning for your prosperity. And if you do, definitely you will be prosper. Nobody can stop it. So prosperity is your right. Prosperity is not a luck. And some people might feel, a few participants in the group might feel that they are not from the rich family, they are not from the prosperous family. To them, I want to tell one thing, Geeta ma'am. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. Forget about this. Keep it aside now. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all, my dear friends. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse, which we can easily avoid by managing our money right from the day we start earning. And if you do, rather you will have to do it. I can assure you with full confidence that you will all be prosper and enjoying your comfortable life. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful speech.
Thank you,
Sir, we
sir.
will conclude the vote of thanks.
Thank
Any
you,
question
sir.
from
Any
any participant, I will be
questions?
happy to answer. If any question, please raise your hand. We will unmute you and you can directly ask the question. Or if there is no question, then we can conclude it, sir.
Right, sir.
Any questions?
Any question from any participant, I welcome it. Please come forward, else we are closing it. Okay, ma'am. I don't think people do have any questions. You please go ahead.
Sir? Sankaran, sir?
For all the participants.
Sankaran, sir?
Hey, question.
Yes, sir.
Sangaran sir.
Nobody asked the question, sir. Let's conclude the meeting.
Yes, sir. Sangaran sir.
Hello, some student
sir.
asking, student point of view. Sir, what is the best mutual funds for savings?
Sir, if I tell one mutual fund, others will get angry with me. This is my limitation. I am not here for their marketing. I have suggested website name.
Website, Sabi.
Ask your students to visit the website. They will get everything there.
Okay. Thank you. Sir, now is conclude.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Vote of
Sir, now is a tendency for the common vote of thanks for on behalf of the participant, Mr. Rabia Umar. Start
Rabia Umar.
vote of thanks. Over to Rabia Umar.
I am immense pleasure proposed to vote of thanks on behalf of Principal of Dr. Kalinar Karunanidhi Government Institute for Postgraduate Studies and Research, Professor of the Department and participants. Today's seminar, Wealth Creation through the Financial Planning, more useful to us. Mr. Suryakant Sharma sir, I like the following points discussed on wealth creation for investors. Sir, has serious pointed out for savings through two words: think, understand, then invest. And another word: more risk, more reward. Sir also highlighted the best product. All the families must take umbrella health insurance. Definitely, we will invest, sir. Increase our savings, increase our income. Bank FD has part of the investment. Public provident fund discussed in all the areas must save minimum 500 to 1000 for savings and invest in mutual funds. Finally, I thank all the participants.
Sattama பேசுங்க.